Update. My brother is getting married to my ex and invited me to the wedding. Original post. I, 39 male, have been a caretaker to my brother Justin, 33 male, since he was 10. I was only 16 when our parents died. I had to take care of the household because my brother was still very little. I did everything for him. He was the apple of my eye. I guess I spoiled him a lot. I never dated that much because I was the breadwinner for my brother. That is, until I met Melissa, 35 female, almost 10 years ago. We dated for 2 years. It was great. My brother loved her. One day, I eavesdropped a conversation she was having with her friend. The gist of that conversation was something like her friend was asking about me. Melissa said that she loves me a lot. She loves that I take care of her in every way, but I am pretty average when it comes to the bedroom. Her friend asked her if she was going to talk to me about it or how is she happy, and she told her that her fixture is my brother. She went on to explain how she and Justin have been having an affair for 8 months, and she thinks it is justified because she thinks Justin is better in bed than I am. You can imagine how painful it was for me. I went inside the house pretending I didn't hear a thing. Then I confronted Justin about it. I know how to get him to talk. I pressed this matter after he was denying it, and he eventually broke down and said it was the truth. He didn't say anything because he didn't want to hurt me, that he and Melissa are in love and wanted to get married, but Melissa won't leave me. I was furious. I wanted to beat the heck out of him, but I just told him he is dead to me and left. I also kicked out Melissa, and she stayed with my brother and his roommates. My brother was banging on my door nonstop, that I had to move in with a friend and told everyone to not disclose my location to my brother. His calls and emails were all the same, that he was sorry and he never wanted to hurt me and that he will break up. I stopped the bank account that I had made for him, something like a trust fund that he can access when he is 25. He was not my brother anymore. I went into deep depression. I didn't eat or sleep properly. I would have nightmares of my brother and ex laughing at me that I suck in bed. That if I was good enough, she would have never left me. It got so bad that I once stood in front of a train track because it was too unbearable for me. Luckily, my friends saved me. I do not have much friends, but they were my rock. I stayed with them for a year and went to therapy. I did group sessions. I had a lot of anxiety regarding intimacy, so I didn't date for a long time. My friend encouraged me to try, so I did try once with a one-night stand, but it was bad for both of us. I still go to therapy to this day, but other aspects of my life have improved. I focus more on building new relationships with new people. I want to travel and explore more hobbies. I was living for myself. I'm in a relationship with someone for 3 years now. We are engaged and we are having a kid together. Wendy, 32 female, is a really nice person. She knows all about my insecurities and problems that I've faced because of my brother. She was mature and patient with me, and I was able to trust someone enough to be in a relationship. Now, 2 days ago, I got an invitation in my mail about a wedding. And as the title says, it was from my brother. He has kept tabs on me from afar and invited me to his wedding with none other than Melissa. Looking at their names doesn't hurt that much now. I just feel numb. If it was 8 years ago, I would have a meltdown. I still feel this pain that I cannot be happy for my brother's big day, but my fiancé suggests that we don't go and delete the invite. Now for the top advice before reading the update. I wouldn't have been as strong as you, man. I'm in shock and in a rage of the heartless people who hurt you. I could never imagine how horrible this must have made you feel. There is nothing more I want than to watch them suffer. I have no love or blessing left for him. When my parents died, they told me to look after him, and then when we are adult, we will look after each other. He threw it all away. It doesn't hurt that Melissa cheated. It hurts more that my own brother has cheated me. You fulfilled all the duties your parents ask of you, so you owe them and him nothing. He, however, should have been your #1 backup, and wasn't. He will spend his life posting on another Reddit with a tagline of total piece of trash. Sending you the invite was disordered thinking, and likely along the lines of, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be so happy, blah blah blah. But it's designed to hurt. They both were adults and chose a path. You deserve to live a good life. I'm so sorry for what they did to you, especially your own brother. Screwed both of them. They have some nerves sending you an invite. Listen to your fiancé. Don't go. Act like you never even received an invitation. You don't have a brother anymore. You're better off without him in your life. Don't know what he was thinking when sending the invite. Maybe hoping you rekindle and forgive him? But he's a POS and he didn't deserve you. I'm happy that you are happy with your fiancé and your coming child. Congrats to that. Carry on living your life and never let your brother back in. He will never be sorry, especially since he's marrying your cheating ex. He can look from the inside and beg for your forgiveness, but you don't need him. He's marrying a cheater too, and I hope your ex cheats on him, and I'm pretty sure she will in the future. Or maybe she has already and he hasn't found out yet. Either way, throw that invitation away and carry on with your life without him. Now for the update. Hello guys, I was thinking about making an update soon. I know people in Reddit really likes updates, but I delayed it because I have a baby girl now. When I posted this, my fiancé, now wife, was already 8.5 months pregnant. We had an early delivery, and my baby girl Emily is so cute. She's a little bundle of joy for both of us. She's so tiny and cute. She has eyes like mine, and I cannot believe we made something so precious. I spent as much time holding her that my wife gets mad because she thinks I'm going to cuddle her to death. Also, my fiancé and I got married pretty quickly. It was a court marriage. Neither of us wanted a big wedding anyways. We are all fine. Some of you asked me how my brother knew my address. Well, he didn't. He only knew my email, my work email. He probably knows what company I go to, so from there, he tracked down my email and sent an invitation. A few days ago, I get another email from my brother as I have forgotten to block him. I usually don't check my work email because most of them are forwarded in Slack. My brother made a long email where he basically told me he knows I will not come to his wedding, but still wanted me there for his big day. He apologized for what he has done and that he would never forgive himself for doing me wrong. That he knew he shouldn't have slept with Melissa, but did it anyways. Growing up, he had been jealous of me. He was jealous that I am the more capable brother who is just babysitting him. So when Melissa approached him, he felt like he has more importance. He knew he was wrong. He wanted to stop. The day I said he was dead to me, he had a panic attack. He tried his best to contact me, but my friends refused to give up my location. He was begging them. He and Melissa split up for a while, and he was desperate to find me. He hit rock bottom when he heard from a friend of his that I tried to end myself. Even his friends judged him harshly after what he has done. His friends saw me as a big brother too, so they all refused to be at his wedding with Melissa. Melissa and him reconciled 2 years ago. By that time, Melissa was a single mom. She feels guilty about what she has done because the father of her child has cheated on her and left her. She also wanted to meet me and say sorry, and from there they rekindled their romance. Lastly, he said he cannot go through with a wedding, so he called it off and he fought with Melissa and they broke up again. He wants me to be with him in his most important day. He knows I have disowned him, but he is willing to do anything to reconcile, even if it takes him his whole life. That's it. There was a bunch of whining stuff that I ignored, and I just deleted the email. My therapist said forgiveness isn't something that is forced. It comes from subconscious level that we know we can forgive that person. And it should be an option only when someone shows that they are sorry for their actions, and not by their words. But honestly, I don't want to. I know I am being petty and cruel, but I am happy the way my life is, and adding him will cause stress. My wife told me to forget it, that my brother is not guilty at all. And as soon as I forgive him, he would just go back to Melissa. He needs to figure out his life his own. I have babied him enough. Now it is his turn to be an adult. Edit. People are asking me about my brother's life, so I want to clear things out. I do not have any idea what he has been doing with his life. I moved away from my place further from him. I transferred my job too. He must have known my place of work from where he got the email. For 10 years of my life, I pretended he doesn't exist, along with therapy. I treated him like he was someone dead. I don't know what went down with him and Melissa, but from his email, I can paint a picture that they broke up after dating a few years. His friends were unhappy with him dating this woman, and they decided to drop the wedding because of Melissa. My brother told me that he doesn't want to get married unless I am there to support him. That could be anyone, doesn't have to be Melissa. Why Melissa came back, I don't know. Maybe she thought I would accept her like a doormat, but she knows me better than that. I'm stubborn when it comes to holding grudges. I didn't know I had an impact on his friends so much. They were good people who would hang out with us. Though they were younger, they treated me like their own brother. I did get apologies from two of his friends who never had a positive male role model after I blocked my brother, but I don't have any contact with them. Well, Opie, your brother is facing the consequences for his actions harshly, but every choice we make has a price, and he should have known that when he was meeting your ex behind your back. I don't blame you at all. Melissa got what she deserved. Her ex cheating on her is her karma for having slept with your brother. You've done so much for him, and I think that if he truly regrets what he did to you, he will get back on his own feet without asking for your help. I wonder how he even had the audacity to invite you to the wedding with his now ex, knowing how much both of them hurt you. You were right for not attending. Forgiveness can't be forced. Whenever you think you're ready to forgive him, you will. If not, then not. I don't judge you for not forgiving him. If he truly regretted this, he wouldn't have decided to marry Melissa, the woman who destroyed my life along with my brother. What did he think? That I will forget all the pain and trauma they have caused me? Forgiveness doesn't set you free. It just creates a different trap. Over the years, I have learned forgiveness is a tool made by cowards who just wants to get away with their wrongdoings without facing any consequences. They think having forgiveness removes the toll of guilt they have. True forgiveness is never forced. It is earned. And he still has done nothing to earn that. My wife told me to forget it. My brother is not guilty at all. As soon as I forgive him, he would go back to Melissa. Your wife is smart. He got back with her 2 years ago, knowing their affair was the reason you were hurt, and only canceled the marriage when he realized you won't attend. So the smart bet would be that he'd go back to her as soon as you forgive him. Crappy people think forgiveness means you accepted their wrongdoings. So if you forgive him, you can't be mad at him again for the same mistake, right? I'm glad to have her in my life. One of the red flags I missed with Melissa is that she was immature. She doesn't have EQ, though she's a good student. My wife is opposite. She's very mature and sophisticated. I think most people overlook those qualities and value superficial stuff. Yes, I don't believe that he is guilty if he still chooses Melissa over me. I am not saying to make me his first priority, but he should at least have the decency to not include a woman who broke my heart. What was that old adage? Forgive and forget? It's BS. Forgiveness doesn't have to be verbally reconciling with the offending party. Sometimes people need that just to speak and have the closure. But sometimes you don't. I'd say oftentimes you don't. You can forgive, but just forgive yourself. It sounds like you're doing that and moving on. You don't want toxic people in your life, and that's a good, healthy decision. Yep, I'm too sleep deprived now to think about my brother. He has been calling my friend to know my whereabouts. I don't know if he knows about my baby or not, but he lost the privilege to be any of my future kids' uncle the day he decided to betray me. Last story. My wife cheated on me, and when I confronted her, she just laughed at me. I cheated on my wife 4 years ago, male 38 and female 41. I regret it to this day, but I have never done anything since. We have 2 small children, and when she found out, she moved out. Life was so hard on both of us, and we were miserable. I love my wife more than anything, and losing her was excruciating. After a few months apart, I begged her to come back, and we took it slow, going to therapy and just trying to build our life together back up. She moved back after a year, and everything was back to normal again. We were even stronger, and our relationship grew. We are very happy together. I finally thought our life was perfect again. Then about a week ago, a man showed up at my door. And when I opened, he was confused, then apologized for mixing the days up. I was supposed to fly home with my children the next day. My wife took over and she went back to the guy's car, and they talked for 5 minutes and he drove away. I asked her who he was, and she said he was just a friend. He came to pick her up since I was supposed to be at my parents', but he mixed the days. I was shocked. So I asked her if she was sleeping with him. She was so unbelievably unbothered, looked at me for a moment, and said yes. I was speechless. Are you sleeping with others? Yes. Since when? Since we got back together. She was calm the whole time, talking about it like it was normal. She then asked me why it was okay for me and not for her. And when I said that I never as much as looked at another woman since I cheated, she was surprised at first. Then she laughed at me. She said she just assumed that I did, so she thought if I could, then so could she. I canceled my trip to stay with her at home, but she said that she was sorry. She already made the plans. I got very upset and started yelling at her. She said that if I didn't like it, maybe we aren't supposed to be together. Then she said if you start yelling again, I want a divorce. Now for the advice. It's over, my guy. She's checked out the relationship. It is only with you for convenience. You might be upset about how she responded to your cheating with her dishonesty and cheating, but sometimes when you break something, you can't put it back together. This is the hard truth. She didn't even consider canceling her plans with this dude. He means way more to her at this point. Exactly. While she should have said a quiet part out loud, he lost her the day she found out he was cheating. Often it's very hard to bring a woman back once they see the relationship differently, and she never came back. He just thought she did. I was once told by a woman that when a woman is done with a relationship, she has put a lot of thought into it. That there is no going back to the way it was. Once that person is shown in a particular light, there are just zero F's given. For sure, I didn't cry when I filed for divorce or afterward. Those tears had been shed, and I was 100% ready to move on. As someone who got cheated on and tried to work it out, realistically, I despised him since the very moment I found out. It was over then. Not that I didn't truly try, but I never imagined how much it ruins a relationship until I was cheated on. Not that I cheated, but I always thought it was something you can work out. I've known people staying together and seeming happy after one partner cheated, but effort was placed from both sides. It's not true for every relationship though. Sometimes the damage is just too much, that it can't be repaired no matter how much love is actually there. The betrayal and the disrespect just cancels the romantic love out. You can care, but you just checked out without realizing it. Yep, it's one of those bittersweet things you realize when you're in that situation. I too found out that I guess there is something I can't forgive. Not don't want to, I'm just incapable of it. My ex tried. Not her hardest, but she tried to make things right here and there. It didn't matter though. All I saw was red. There was no healing from this. Everything she did that even minorly inconvenienced me or upset me even a little, I just went nuclear on that and was ready to end it over and over again. At any rate, totally agree. Some people like myself are just not cut out to forgive and work on that type of trust breakdown.